these people right
So
now.
should we jump into this first topic of Elle Mills and talk about all the hubbub? Dive into your video about her and everything. Like, what are your initial thoughts about Elle Mills' emotional, mental state right now from what you've seen? Maybe even the Creator Academy. You're the one who told me about the Creator Academy. I just watched those today. Like, what is your opinion? What is your view on her state right now?
Okay, so it was last week when Creator Academy uploaded that video, the interview with Elle Mills talking about mental health and what YouTube could do about the mental health crisis on YouTube, right? And and I'll be honest, Chris, like watching it, I was like throughout most of it, I was kind of like, oh, I kind of like what I'm hearing. Like she even like the dude was from YouTube said, hey, can YouTube do anything? Can we do better? And even Elle, she was like, no, it's a creator problem. And I'm like, wow, that sounds really cool. I love where you're going with this. And I started to get all like giddy, like, oh, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden it hit the end of the interview. Yeah. And he's like, hey, how would you rate where you are, then to where you are today? And
it's been a year. It's been a year, by the way.
Dude,
when you are your own boss, a year is a long fucking time.
Long time, bro.
Oh, long time. And you're not only are you your own boss, but you don't have any children.
No kids.
Right? I don't mean to minimize her experience, but I'm just saying.
Dude.
I'm just saying. Like guys like you and me, and anybody else out there watching, hell, Tristan going to school as a, we have to make this shit a priority.
Dude, now, and okay, so, and I was going to do an entire video on this burnout thing, because you kind of have to separate it between God, see, okay, this is what happens. You have to separate. See, anytime you and I talk, Chris, it never just is just like a straight A to Z. It's always like we got to hit every fucking letter on the.
We might need to bring another third person.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We need like someone to be like, shut the fuck up, get back. Anyway, all right. So you've got to separate between like a small YouTuber's experience and a large creator's experience, because I totally understand, man. You've got marketing deals and promo deals and meet and greets and conventions and upload schedule. Like, there's a lot going on in your world. I totally understand that, but I also have to reframe like my perspective on it around like my experience. And I go, shit, man, I used to run my own businesses. I traveled the world. I had kids. I was married. I was in therapy. And I'm like, wait, no, like I figured out a way to make something a priority.
And were you losing your mind?
Oh, dude, if I had not been in therapy, I would have relapsed. I would have 100% relapsed, bro. Like, I know for a fact it would have happened, right? But I placed a priority on me, on my recovery, right? So, anyways, we're moving through this interview, and dude, her last comment, like I would put it up on screen because like her last comment of this interview floored me, because she says, I'm still working through like every day, but I really haven't invested myself in therapy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I heard the record scratch. I'm like,
what?
Well, here's the thing. So I want to dial back because I'm looking at the chat real quick.
Right.
Real quick, TLDR, who Elle Mills is. Elle Mills, young woman, 18, 19 years old. She started out, I believe, on Facebook, got into YouTube. She's a film creator. She is like a creative genius.
She's really good.
Casey Neistat shouted her out. She blew up. She got about 1 million subscribers within a year. Last April, she had a mental breakdown. She made a video called Burnt Out at 19. And yeah, ever since then, she's kind of been this like poster child for YouTuber mental health. And one of the things that we're talking about is like, is she the right person to even be doing that? But anyway, so that's for all of you who didn't know who Elle was.
Right.
But kind of like what you said. And part of it, Matt, is that you and I were taught, and this is crazy. This is crazy how recovery works. We're on opposite sides of the country.
Right.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You and I were taught that if we put anything ahead of our recovery, that's going to be some of the first stuff we lose.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%, right? Dude.
So that's what these creators like Elle Mills need to understand, is if they keep putting, YouTube, because now I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, now instead of doing all these meet and greets, you're touring around talking about your mental health, not investing in your therapy. I see her going right back into the same trap, right?
100%, dude. And the question becomes, okay, what kind of ambassador are you for a thing, whatever that thing is? It would be like me trying to go be an ambassador for wine and compete against Gary Vee. I don't know the first thing about wine. So is she, because she hasn't invested herself into therapy, into recovery, into whatever, is she really the best ambassador for us right now?
Yeah, well, especially, and we'll lead into what happened on Twitter today.
Oh, geez.
Right? Right? But going back to her